Welcome back to Dev Talks. Yes, Fly and I are back after a hiatus. If you missed, please go check out the video on Flyvox's channel on the Citizen Simulation Lifepath Dev Diaries. Today, as you know, we're going into the Dev Insights for the Citizen Simulation and Lifepath. How are you feeling today, Fly?
I'm feeling super good and yeah, super excited as well to watch the insights on Citizen Simulation and Lifepath.
Me too. Let's go.
Today we're going to talk about citizens.
Look at that key wall.
Mm-hmm.
Chef's kiss.
Let's see, how am I gonna put my hands like? Citizens too.
We're just a fun bunch.
Yeah, maybe I
know,
can be
I
just
love
like
it.
this. Yeah. In the game, you can select a citizen and then click their panel to follow that citizen. The citizen is then added to the Lifepath journal.
Yes.
And the journal tracks their life and records the main events in each of the tracked citizens'
I
lives.
love this
These
feature.
can be finding a new job or moving to a new place or finding that special someone. While happiness was an important aspect in Cities Skylines 1, we have greatly improved on it in Cities Skylines 2. Happiness is made of the citizens' well-being and health. Well-being is affected by the availability of basic services. It is also affected by the crime rate of the city. Health, on the other hand, is affected by healthcare and its availability, as well as the amount of different types of pollutions that are around the citizens.
Yeah.
Citizens can also become sick or injured in an accident or a disaster, such as a building collapse or a tornado. Citizens are divided into 4 age groups. These are children, teens, adults, and seniors. Households can comprise different types of citizens. Some can be
like
just
this.
single adults, while others are a couple. There can also be families with children, and there can also be multi-generational households,
Oh, that's nice.
which includes children, parents, and their grandparents.
Yeah.
Also, you are all super excited to hear that the chirper is back.
Yes.
The chirper shows you chirps from the
Let's
citizens
go.
as well as businesses and city services.
I love that you can like the chirper
Especially
yourself.
those
Yes.
the
It's
citizens
cute.
are important in that they will show you what's happening in the city and how the citizens feel about it. They can send positive or negative chirps. And if you look at the like ratio on the
chirps.
chirp, you can kind of sense whether that subject
Look, oh
matter
my
is
God.
important to the citizens or
There's no
not.
housing available.
And, well, it started as a bug, but we liked it so much that you can actually like the chirps yourself as the mayor. In the
Aw, I
game,
do.
we feature
That's so cool.
5 different levels of education. These are uneducated, poorly educated, educated, well-educated, and highly educated. And each of these education levels is matched with a school. Each citizen
That's cool.
from teenager onwards decide whether they go to school or a job based on the potential wage they will gain in the
That
future
is wild
in a
to me.
high educated job compared to the wage that they will earn if they go now to a low educated job. If a citizen's well-being decreases enough, they can become a criminal. Once they become criminals, they start plotting a crime. And the targets of the crime usually are found in areas of high crime probability. When a citizen commits a crime, the police are sent to the location to secure the crime scene. If the criminal is still in the premises when the police arrive, they will arrest them. The criminal is then taken to the police station jail, and some of the criminals there will then be sentenced to longer prison time in either the prison that is located in the city, or if there is no prison in the city, they are sent to outside connections. After they have served their time, the
didn't
former
realize
criminals
that.
I didn't know that
return
either.
to the society.
There's
and
a
their
block on the
criminal
road.
status is removed, and they become again normal citizens.
There's 2
The
blocks from the
citizens
road.
have a need for
That's
leisure,
how you know it's
and
Cities
there are different
Skylines.
options in the city that can provide it. The leisure options include city outdoor and indoor recreation,
I
which
love the
includes parks and
parks. They're
plazas,
Yes.
as
so
well as different landmarks
cute.
and sports venues. Then there is shopping, restaurants, and bars. And last but not least, there is travel. Citizens from outside connections can visit your city as tourists. When they arrive, they stay at the hotel, visit different leisure locations, and spend money in shopping areas.
That's
This
cool.
brings additional income to your city.
Yay.
The different leisure options, such as parks and landmarks, increase your city's attractiveness.
Cool. Nice.
Thanks
I
for
love
watching.
the dogs.
Hey, come on, guys.
Subscribe. Let's go.
Well, I always love these dev insight videos. We didn't learn that much more, or I don't know if we really learned anything more than what we covered on Monday in the PDF, but I always love seeing the devs' personalities, and it's
Speaking
always a
of.
good time. Yeah, exactly. I really do enjoy these videos, even if it's just kind of, confirming all the stuff that you and I already talked about. But yeah, I think it's great that we can follow citizens around. We have so much more data points on our citizens. You can really tell, down to the individual person, what's happening in their life, how happy they are. And then you also have that big overhead view with like the city statistic stats that we saw here. And the nice thing I really appreciate with Cities Skylines too is just there's so much information and data if you want to look at it. And I really like that there's just way more to explore in all these like different areas of the game. You can really get a lot of information to help you build a better city. So I really like that. It's been really fun playing with the game and just looking at all of those things. It is overwhelming though, because there's a lot.
That's so true, yeah. And another thing I thought is just really amazing about the Lifepath journal is that it's much more personal. Like I feel like you get to be a part of that citizen's journey in life, and you get to participate like in all the events that happen. So that's how it sort of feels to me. So it's very much more personal than in Cities Skylines 1, I feel like. And I myself can't wait to dive into that deeper for sure.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing, like, even though you and I have had an opportunity to play the game, there's so many levels that we haven't even, like we've only just the very surface. Very surface.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
And that's what's so great about Cities Skylines 2 is I feel like even in the base game, there's so much to learn and explore and play with, and it's gonna take so long till you really feel like, okay, I really like have a handle on all of this together. Because like you said on Monday, it can feel a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
I think the good thing is we've seen with some videos that were put out on the 8th is that you can pay attention to this stuff, or you don't have to pay attention to it. Like if you can really get into the details of all this if you want to, or you can just kind of let the simulation like do its thing for you. Because I'm sure that there's some people that play that aren't caring about their citizens on a micro level like this. And then there's people that will really enjoy it. So again, it's just hitting different styles of player, which I think is excellent.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. I was about to say too, like that's what I've learned as well. Like I've never really been into like that much of micromanagement in games, right? So when I learned, of course, that we have all of these options in Cities Skylines 2, overwhelming, right? As we already said. But the cool thing is, you technically don't have to go into this micromanagement if you don't want to. Like, you can dive into it a bit, you can dive into it very deeply, or you just go on a macro level and manage your city, and that works. So I think that's really,
Yeah.
really cool, and it appeals to a great audience of players, a great base of players in that regard. So I think that's really, really cool. And here's the block on the road. Sorry, I just needed to point that out again.
No, we got 2 blocks.
Two.
2 blocks on the road. And that's the thing. There's so many quirks in Cities Skylines 1 that we've all come to love and adore over just becoming major fans of the game. And I know that Cities Skylines 2 will have its own little things that we just, have a good chuckle about. So I think it's fun. I think it's fun.
100%. I also love the little bug that they left in, that you can actually like the posts, or the chirps, I'm sorry, from the citizens. So it's really cool. They're complaining to social media about the mayor, and like if something in the city is not working properly, and use the mayor, you could just like the post. Just imagine like you're doing some rant on social media about your hometown, and you're addressing the mayor, you're at the mayor's name, and then you just see the mayor just likes the post, right? And it's just like, what? I complained. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's great fun. I really I like all the tweets, or they're not tweets.
The chirps.
It's been really fun. I like all the chirps. They're fun. But well, thank you everyone for joining us back for another episode of Dev Talks. We love making these videos for you guys, and we like that you watch them so much. And thanks for being patient with us while we are on a little bit of a different schedule with the last 3 videos, but we're excited to be here with you guys and experience them with you. And as a reminder, Fly and I run a joint Discord with 4 other amazing builders. Yes, there's 6 of us there, so plenty of us to come and talk to City Skylines 1 and 2 about. We love hanging out there with you, and we are there on the daily. I hope you all have a joyful day, and we'll catch you next time.